video. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of the great millstone who rule well and teach well. And honors to you brothers who are bringing out this word in sincerity and in faith. All right, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, Barakakam. To you sincere and you hopeful elect. All right, so this lesson is basically going to go into Isaiah chapter 30. And ultimately, this place is done. This place is through, and it's toast, man. And that's going to be we're going to continue to reiterate that, man. We're going to continue to tell these people right here on this side, and you are the 12 tribes of Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, those of you who look like unto the other nations, and your line actually goes to these people right here, man. All right, out here it's hot, a little bit, not that hot for Florida. So, you know, it's a perfect day to bring the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai out. I started off here, the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and I think I'm going to get started from the top. Okay. Yeah, let me just go to that, man. And then I'm going to go into 2nd Esdras, chapter 8, and I forgot my point, but yeah, the Spirit will lead me there. Hey, man, so ultimately, you can tell that this place is done. You can tell that the spirit of this place is done. The spirit of this place is through, man. These fucking people, man. You get your stimulus check. Now you wanna go. You wanna do things, and that's the ways of the world, man. You receive certain gifts, and the world is gonna make you take part in it. Okay, let's say you just took that $1,400 and you saved it. That would be good, right? But on Jake's side, the people that are here on this side right here, they're not going to be able to save. The people that have the money to save, they're going to spend it, all right? And then the people that actually need money, all right, they're in a lower state. Why? Because they are the 12 tribes of Israel. So you other nations, you don't need no damn stimulus. You so-called Chinese, you so-called Japanese, you don't need no damn stimulus, man. All right, that's why it really ultimately, it's an insult. It's an insult to think that $1,400 is going to do something. And I don't mean that Jake ain't waiting on his, man. Because I need that. But, you know what I mean? That's besides the point. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. It reads, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." So when you out here, you doing these things out here, what are you doing? You adding sin unto sin. That's why these people, they pass by, they wondering, what am I doing? What the fuck are you doing? All right, this is the best thing that a man can be doing with his time. All right, the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, because you other nations, you're not involved in that. When I first started up, you seen two Edomite lesbians coming past. Hey, man, they were trying to get the hell up out of here, because it's, you don't even have to ask what we're doing out here. You know what we're doing. You see the book, you see the garment, and you see the man. So you know exactly what's going on up in here. This ain't Jesus. This ain't preaching Jesus Christ. All right, this ain't preaching love. All right, that's why it says woe to the rebellious children. Woe means death and destruction, but I'm gonna get the definition. Get the definition out of here. All right, so this is the definition for woe. It says deep suffering from misfortune, affliction, or grief. Okay? Trouble, misfortune, economic woes. So not only are you going to have economic woes, you're going to have all sorts of woes. Okay? And that's why it says woe to the rebellious children. See, 2/3 of Israel has the opportunity to get this word, and they don't give a shit about this word, man. That's why ultimately the Heavenly Father going to do he's going to do a marvelous work out here. Okay? And it reads, "That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." All right? And the shadow of Egypt ultimately is America. Look at this damn place. This is the shadow of death. All right? And it says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." So these people, man, all right, and when I say these I mean, most of the people out here on the earth, they're in gross darkness. The people don't know what the hell is going on out here. And we are this close. We are this close to America being destroyed, you other nations being in slavery, all right, in the upliftment of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? And it reads, hey man, that's another thing. You other nations, you can't bear the elements. Your ass, man, you can't even stay outside for more than 10 minutes without burning up in the sun. All right? Speaking about you damn Edomites, man. Here it is. You're supposed to be the supreme. You're the supreme race here upon the earth. And your ass can't even stay out in the sun for longer than 15 minutes, man. Meanwhile, you got Jake out on the fields, Jake in the strawberry fields, Jake digging ditches. All right? And I dug ditches one time. I'll never forget that shit, man. That's a very hard, tedious work. And there's Jake out there that I've been doing that for 20 years, man. From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's some hard work, man. That's a very hard work. And that's what these people on this side have to go through. All right, and it reads, for his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Canes. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor being help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. The burden of the beasts of the south into the land of trouble and anguish, from whence come the young and old lion, the viper and the fiery flying serpent. They will carry their riches upon the shoulders of young asses, and their treasures upon the bunches of camels, to a people that shall not profit them. All right. So these other nations, they don't profit you, Jake. Yeah, you want to be in league with these fucking devils, man. That's why we continue to say death to you damn devils and death to 2/3 of Israel. We don't care, man. We don't keep bringing that up. We don't keep speaking on it, man. Because it needs to be spoken on. All right, and it reads, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I tried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still, yeah, so being idle. This place is all about idol worship. Ain't shit going on up in here. There's nothing living here. It's dead. This is a dead society. These are dead people. These people are zombies, man. And you may have, every once in a while, you may have somebody that comes around, you know what I mean, inquiring about you, how about Shimei Al-Shai, and wanting to know. But for the most part, man, these people ultimately, they avoid you. Right? They see you, they start going this way, going that way. You had a guy yesterday, he fucking almost crossed into the street. All right? Damn near getting hit just to avoid this word, man. Jake will do everything besides take heed to the words of the Heavenly Father. And that's all right. Okay? And it reads, now go and write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. So this is the book that we're reading from. Right? What they were writing down, so you had the prophets both writing down things and speaking, okay? So we have it relatively easy. You don't see us writing down nothing. All right, now you may make videos, you may do certain things. We don't have to, we don't have scribes. The phone is the scribe, man. All right, let me get the definition for a scribe. We don't have to break out, scrolls. Hey, man, and when you describe something, okay, you're basically reading it. You're getting an understanding of it. So let's get the definition for scribe. All right. So scribe, it reads a person whose business is the copying of writing. A journalist. Yeah, man. So you had people beforehand that would sit down and they would write all the words that the men spoke. All right. Now we got the phones. We don't need that. That's part of those miracles taking place now, man. Because you didn't have phones back then. So that's all it says. It also says a scholar of Jewish law in the New Testament times. Okay, so let's get the definition of a scholar, because when you think of a scholar, you think of a old so-called white man, right, doing lessons at a theological seminary. That's not a scholar, man. Okay, because a scholar is something that's noble, and you devils are not noble. You are wicked. All right, it reads, scholar, a student or a pupil. So you are a scholar, but you're a scholar of wickedness. You teaching lies. Man, you got our people out here destroyed, man. It says a learned person, savant. Right? Once again, you learn in wickedness. Now the real scholars are starting off with the elder apostles of the great millstone. Those are the real scholars, man. All right. And man, you others, man, IUIC, ISUPK, man, you faking the funk, man. Yeah, it's gonna get to a point where you're not gonna be able to fake it. You're gonna have to admit, all right, this is the truth. The words that these men speak, they're the truth, man. Okay? So let's get back to the scriptures. And it reads, that this is a rebellious people. So that's a reiterated point. That's the second time that's come about. Lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right, and on my way up here, you know, you had two guys talking about how they're going to be able to go to barbecues in July because of the vaccine. Man, Lord's will, we don't even get to July. Now, you know, who knows? You know, but ultimately, we don't want to prolong our stay here, man. All right? So just don't take it. Don't take the max. If you lose your job, who gives a fuck, man? We don't want to work anyways. If anything, that'll give us more time to do what we need to do, man, which is to bring this word out. Because, hey, man, if they make this vaccination mandatory, you already know what time it is, man. Oh, man, you gonna have, seeing through the Spirit, when that happens, you're gonna have more and more men of the Lord on the street. Because what else you gonna be doing? Of course you're gonna be out prophesying, right? You don't gotta go to work. You're going to work for 8 hours a day. Shit, sometimes 12 hours a day. You know, working an 8-hour shift, 5 days out of the week. That's a lot of time, man. 40 hours in a week. You got to think about that. It's 24 hours in a day, man. So that's damn near working 2 days. That's like if you work 2 days straight, 24 hours, man. And you got to take into account, you know, you waking up early. You waking up way before your actual shift starts. A lot of people are driving 2-3 hours to work. You know, driving an hour to work. You know, you getting your ride to work, whatever the case is. You riding the train, bus, whatever the case is, man. So that's a lot of work involved just to go and make a tiny amount of money. So hell yeah. Let's get that popping, E. Go ahead and do that. Let's get that popping, and we're going to be with it. We just going to be prophesying, man. All right? And it reads, Slack you. It says, verse 11, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. So you don't want to hear the words of the Lord, man. You don't want to see the men out here bringing the word out. You want us smoking blunts, right? You want us robbing, stealing. It's not going to happen if that's the Lord's will. All right, if it's the Lord's will for us to endure all the way up until the end, that's what we're going to do. Okay? We don't care who says what. We got to keep bringing this word out. All right? And it reads, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised his word and trusts in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. So yeah, man, everybody was in a sense of oppression or perverseness. But we had to get the hell up out of there, man. Yet the people, especially the people that are on this side, that's what it's pertaining to. Really, that's what this word is pertaining to, is the people that are on this side. We like to stay on that, man. Okay? And it reads, Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, Slakia, verse 13. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So this place is toast. All right, and this wall is going to be tumbling down, man. And a wall has been for protection, but if you're up under a wall and it's crumbling, you're screwed. You're done, man. If you're up under the Great Wall of China and it falls over, you're fucked. You're done, man. So this giant wall that's been propped up for you people, it's not to protect you. It's first off, it's to contain you. All right? All right, and it reads, and he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a sure to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit. Yeah, man, so this place is done. It's not going to be like all of America gets destroyed except for Arkansas. You know? This whole motherfucking place is gone. All right, and it reads, okay, these people ultimately, they know what's going on out here. They know exactly what's going on out here. They know what's being preached, and they know who is being preached by, man. The 12 tribes of Israel. You go anywhere in the United States, you're going to find somebody somewhere preaching the words of Yahweh Shemaiah. All right, and it reads, for thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemaiah, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved. Whoa! In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. Yeah, man. So it's not like, you know, every day you gotta go to work and have a t-shirt, I'm an Israelite. You know? It isn't like this is based off of like every person you talk to, you get a certain amount of points or something like that. Like it's not based on being known. It's about the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemaiah Shai, going from man to man, and by men specifically, right? Let me reiterate that, men of Yahweh Shemaiah Shai, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. These men getting understanding from other men, all right, and uplifting their household. All right. And it says, and ye would not. We go back to that, man. And ye would not. Here it is. You have an opportunity to learn about the mysteries of the kingdom, learn about the mysteries of the earth, why these people are the way they are. And you don't want to do that, man. You're done. You're toast. That's why the Lord is going. He's going to move you out of the way, and He's going to destroy you. Okay, and it says. Horses. Therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. So you instead, you want to build up this society. We want to get a better economy, a better military. Right? So since you up in here where I live, right, which is very close to an Air Force base. Hey, that's the spirit. The sign got flipped over. We just gonna leave that where it is, man. I'm gonna move it in a minute. Okay? Reads. But anyways, they got an F-15, like fighter jet or something like that. All right. Well, you think that's gonna be? They ain't gonna be used to pass out Skittles, rose petals. No, they're gonna be shooting stuff out of there. All right. It says. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one, at the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on a hill. So we're like a bright light, man. You see these people out here. We're like a bright light. Because it looks odd. It looks very out of place. Like who the fuck is this guy, man? It's like when you got a lighthouse, you got a light that's on the top of the lighthouse. That's shining in the water, and the ships direct themselves by the way of the light. Okay? The actual lighthouse doesn't really provide any light. It's the beacon that's on top of the lighthouse. And if you think about it, a lighthouse has to be operated by someone. The lighthouse ain't operating itself. You got somebody in there, all right, moving it left, moving it right, shining the light, okay? And helping the boats get to shore, man. Okay, it says, man, this wind is blowing, man. I want to make sure that it don't fuck this up. It's lucky. The wind is really blowing now. All right, so Lord's will, it don't fall over, and if it does, just pick it back up. Do what you need to do. All right, and it reads. And therefore will the Lord wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord is a power of judgment. So is the Lord a power of a good time? No, he's the power of judgment, man. And he's going to be judging most of these people out here. It is what it is. That's why you need to find yourself on the right hand of the Heavenly Father, man. If you find yourself on the left hand, you done. All right? All the wicked are going to be done away with. Really, 2/3 of Israel falls into the category of the wicked. Okay? Yet the Lord has given them the illusion that they are righteous. That's the ass backwardness of this place. That's even a word. Hey, what you devils make up words. So you know, the backwardness can be a word too. It sounds about right. That's what you devils do. Okay, whatever sounds right to you, that's what you go with. In wickedness. Okay, and it reads, blessed are all they that wait for him. So we waiting for Yahweh Shai. We ain't waiting for no stimulus. We ain't waiting for no reparations. Now once again, going back to what I said earlier, although I am waiting for that stimulus check. You know what I mean? Dude, this isn't the end all be all. You know, you people get a little stimulus money, now all of a sudden all your problems are away. And give it a month, less than a month, your ass gonna be right. You're gonna be right back to asking for money. Alright? Who can let me hold $100? Here it is, man. Some of y'all got multiple kids, man. You get like $9,000 back. You're gonna be asking to borrow $100 in like a week, man. Alright? And it reads, for the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem, thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When you shall hear it, he will answer thee. So he's answering our prayers, man. And we wishing for the downfall of these people, and the Lord is doing that. Look at these damn people, man. I wish I could just pan the camera all around. They don't know what the fuck's going on. A lot of them sitting in the car with a damn mask on. Just one person in there. They got a mask on, man. What's that about? I found myself doing that yesterday. I walked up out of a store, and I had the mask on for like an extra 30 seconds, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know? You gotta catch yourself sometimes, man. It's not going off by definition, but sometimes you just forget certain things, man. And he will do that. See, the devil will do that. He'll do certain things to you, and naturally you're gonna forget, just like how we forgot who we are, man. Right? And it reads, Slakia. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So starting off in the 7th month in the year 2007, the elder apostles of the Great Millstone came on the scene through the YouTube, man, through the internet. Now they were already on the scene, man, prophesying, you know, for decades and decades beforehand, man, bringing out the word for 30 plus years, you know, almost 40 years if I'm correct. Either way, they've been prophesying before a lot of us were even thought of, okay? Before some of us, even our parents were thought of. Okay, and it reads, And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. So by hearing this word, you are learning how to walk. All right, do this, don't do this. You either take heed or you get destroyed, man. It's like, man, ultimately, man, the Lord don't need none of us, man. Through the Spirit. The Lord don't need none of us. Let me go ahead and let me fix this sign back. Okay? You 12 tribes of Israel. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. Jake, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Whether you want to be or not, you the 12 tribes of Israel. Whether you want to be or not, man. I'm gonna place this back, the wind might blow, knock it over. We'll just get it again, man. All right. But anyways, it reads, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but that I shall see thy teachers. And what's another word for a corner? That's a ghetto, man. You know, you got the men of the Lord living in the hood. You got the men of the Lord living in the projects. You got men of the Lord living in nice neighborhoods. You know what I mean? But that's far and few in between, man. Even if you have a quote unquote spouse and y'all combine incomes, your ass ain't living in no $500,000 house. You're not living in no $300,000 house, man. Most of the men of the Lord that we in apartments. We at our parents' house. Our cars fucking up. You know, hey, it's all sorts of shit that's gonna happen. That's what you got to deal with, man. Hey, if things can be going good, then all of a sudden, you wake up and arm just start hurting. You're like, what the fuck is this, man? That's why nothing is guaranteed here in America except for two things, man. All right, and that's sign pelican. Salvation and destruction. So destruction is going to come upon 2/3 of Israel and other nations, starting off with Esau, Edom. Right, and salvation, right, for the 144,000 and the 1/3. There's no in between. It's not like the Lord is like, oh, I'm gonna save him, I'm gonna deliver him by chariot. No, I'm gonna place him back in the fire. When this place is on fire, like you gonna go up into the chariot. Oh, I made a mistake. Put your ass back in the fire, man. It's not gonna happen. The Lord don't make no mistakes, man. We make mistakes. That's why we're in the condition that we're in, and that's part of this punishment. It's being out here. You think we want to be out here? Now, yes, we like to be out here. That's something that we like to do. We like to bring out the words of the Heavenly Father, man. But we would rather be in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's what we would rather do. We'd rather be in the kingdom. Why the fuck we want to be here with these people, man? Spending our stimulus on bullshit, designer belts. I don't even like spending money, man. I don't like money, period. Okay? We don't like anything about this place, man. Really, ultimately, the word is the only reason why we even want to be here. Okay, and to experience being saved by Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be, there's not even words to describe that, man. It's salvation, but it's beyond that. You are no longer going to be a part of this wicked ass system, man. That's something beautiful in and of itself. All right, and it reads, I was on the other side. Verse 22. Ye shall defile also the covering of the graven images of silver and the ornament of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a minstress cloth. But you brothers, man, if you ever had that had to happen one time, man. A woman take her maxi pad, put it on the dresser. You're disgusted. You're like, hey man, throw that shit away. She getting all offended. What? You don't like blood? No, we don't like blood, man. Naturally, we do not like blood. Now, 2/3 of Israel, they like blood. They like having sex with the woman on their period, man. I don't like that. Okay? The only time there would be any blood involved is when you're taking a woman's virginity, man. That's it. Outside of that, no, man. All right? And we have never experienced that. All right, we've never experienced laying with a virgin and planting our seed into a virgin and it taking upon the first try. You having a baby from the first time you had sex with a virgin. We've never experienced that. All right? And I'm not going to say absolutely no brother has experienced that, but that's really not even something that happens. All right? That's something we're going to experience that every time. Every time you lay with a woman, she's going to be a virgin, man. All right? After you pop her, she's not going to be a virgin. She's gonna be your woman. There ain't gonna be no such thing as your woman stepping out on you in the kingdom, man. You know. Now, as far as you other nations, man, you know, if something like that does happen, you're gonna get put to death, because the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai are gonna be re-implemented, okay, in the land of Israel and all over the world. And America is gonna be that smoldering reminder of this is why your ass don't commit these abominations, commit these whoredoms. Okay? And it reads, then he shall give the rain of thy seed, that thou shalt sow the ground withal, the bread of the increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and plenteous, and that day shall cattle feed in large pastures. In which that's the time now. You got a lot of men who know that they're a child of Israel. Beforehand, it was something I was like, it was kind of known, you know. But now this word is increasing. You got the men of the Lord on TikTok. All the youngins are on TikTok, man. All right? And it reads, the oxen likewise and the young asses that ear the ground shall eat clean provender, which have been winnowed with the shovel and with the fan. That's a sense of work. This is work. It's a miracle that the elder apostles are able to still even walk, man. Walking. See, you know, you got people that are, you know, 60-something years old, they can barely move. You got the elder apostles walking the camp, you know, which, you know, obviously they got cars and whatnot, but, you know, they walk, you know what I mean? They walk, they stand, they work, they do all the things that you people do, man. And doing this work, it is a serious work, because you got to do everything you got to do in the world, you know, pay your bills, you know, deal with your woman, you know, very limited, I might add, man. Just like, you know, when you watch Married with Children, you know, which man, you know, he could be a Jake. He could be a Jake. The dad from that show. It shows you that these women are insignificant. Like you watch the Flintstones. You don't see I forget his name, man. Whatever his name, Fred Flintstone. You don't see Fred Flintstone kissing his woman's ass all damn day. He don't give a shit. He's got his kids, you know, he's got his woman. That's what he does, man. Like the elders were going into, when you watch that show, everything has its purpose, right? They got a dishwasher, they got a garbage disposal, right? And everybody has their assignment. That's how you other nations are going to be in the kingdom, man. You're not going to see an Israelite taking his trash out. That's not going to happen. All right. Anyways, back to the scriptures. It says, and there shall be upon every high mountain and upon every high hill, rivers and streams of waters. Damn, Esau gotta get his shit checked out, man. I look up, man. It was a piece of shit. And hey, man, you damn devils. One of your favorite cars is a Mustang, man. When you watch, like I said, when you watch the movie, there's a movie but also to show the Flintstones. They got cars. You know what I mean? They got everything. Everything that they had beforehand, you got now. But you know, back then, you had horses. You know, which the Stone Age. They saying that's like hundreds of thousands of years ago. No, that the Stone Age was when your red ass was in slavery. All right, the medieval times. You know, Jake gassing Esau up, man. You got Esau thinking that you know, he's been this ultimate sense of authority. Salakia. Let me just read that over again. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 25. It reads, "And there shall be upon every high mountain and upon every high hill rivers and streams of waters in the day of the great slaughter, when the towers fall." Which that happened, you know, September 11th. The towers falling, ultimately, man, is talking about this place, man. You have all these different towers, these different beacons, okay, beacons of all right, and then you have the ultimate beacon of light, which is Yahweh Shemiah Shai. He is that strong tower, man. All right, and it reads, moreover, and that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun shall be sevenfold, as the light of 7 days, in the day that the Lord bindeth up the breach of his people, and healeth the stroke of their wound. Yeah, man. So this is a wound that needs healing. Yet 2/3 of Israel is like a person who don't want their wound healed. Man. So let me get the definition for that. A breach. Breach, a breaking of a law, obligation, tie, or standard. An interruption or opening made by or as if by breaking through, man. So you're wounded. You're absolutely wounded. See, we are wounded to the point where we can be okay if we are given the proper ointment, we're given the proper care. But the wound upon you damn devils is grievous, man. Okay? And you know that. See, we're fucked up. You know, we have a really bad cut where we are down, but we're not out. You devils, you're out. You're out of the game, man. All right, hey, man, and like Taylor Swift said, man, band-aids don't fix bullet holes. Here it is, you got a 40 cal to your chest, and you're trying to put gauze over it. Now you bleeding through. You can, I'm okay. That's what you're telling the other nations. And the other nations know that you're getting weak, man. Just like we know that you're getting weak. The Lord is showing these other nations, right, that you ain't shit. That's why it says in the scriptures, let the weak say I am strong. That's why these places that used to be scared of you, nobody is scared of the so-called white man anymore. The big bad wolf. Alright? And it reads, I'm going to read down to the end of this chapter, then I'm going to go to our second Esdras. It reads, behold, the name of the Lord cometh from far, burning with his anger, and the burden thereeof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue as a devouring fire. So that's ultimately going into the missiles, you know, and that's attributed to the men also, because it's a devouring fire. His son, Yahushua, came as a devouring fire. He's burning you damn devils up. All right? And once again, you got E. E would rather walk clear past than stand here at this crosswalk and risk your life in the middle of the day. That's how you know that this word is like a fire, man. It burns your ass up. Like when it gets hot, you start doing this. You know, you might do this. You know, that's the thing. This word is hot. It's hot fire, man. Okay, and it says, and his breath as an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. So let me go ahead and let's get the definition for a sieve. So a sieve is a utensil with meshes or holes to separate finer particles from coarser or solids from liquids. So let's reread that. But it says that his breath and an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. All right, so you're being sifted, man. And there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to urge. So no matter how much you don't want to go to war, your ass gonna go to war. The Lord has his hook in your jaws. All right, just like how it says in the scriptures. You done. You have to go to war. You don't want to go to war. You soft. Ultimately, man, you are the nation. You're soft. But you're gonna have to go to war, man. All right, and it reads, "Ye shall have a song as in the night when a holy solemnity is kept, and gladness of heart, as when one goeth with a pipe to come into the mountain of the Lord, to the mighty one of Israel." Woo. Yeah, man. So, hey, we happy. We happy about the destruction of you so-called white people, you damn devils. We're happy about the destruction of 2/3 of our own people on this side right here that fell over. All right. And once again, let's get that back up. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to put it back, but that's what you gotta do. Hey, just like this sign continues to fall, you gotta lift it back up, man, because our people need upliftment, man. Our people need upliftment. Okay, they need, they need something to get them out of this condition, and it's not a damn stimulus check. Okay, it's the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. That's the ointment. And that's Jake. Jake playing that salsa music. See, Jake got a certain spirit to where he wants to know about the Most High, like the scriptures say. They have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. And that's what hurts the most. Y'all are so close. You're so close. Oh, and there it goes, man. The sign fell again, but it's kind of flat like that, so I think I'm gonna just leave it like that, man, because the wind keeps blowing it over. But anyways, it says, "And the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard." And how is that? Through men. He don't have the trees talking. He's not going to come here. Right? Just like he sent his son, he's sending men. He sent his son to commission men to bring the word out, man. And now you want, you getting the word. Here it is, we out here bringing out the word. It's not like, a pastor telling you, okay, come to my church on Sunday. We going to get you right in the Lord. No, we getting you right now, man. All right? And it says, it shall show the lighting down of his arm with the indignation of his anger, man. All right, so what is that? What is that being revealed? Okay, the angels. That's part of his indignation. That's part of his arm. He has the men. He has the angels, man. That's part of the. You don't just have a right hand. Yeah, you have a hand. You got an arm. You got an elbow that keeps everything together. You got the big muscle right here, the bicep. You got the shoulder. That all connects, man. All right. It says, "And with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempests and hailstones." So you know what time it is, man. Not only are there going to be missiles out here, it's going to be the chariots out here. You can try to deny it if you want to. We know it's going to happen. So we just going to be laughing in that day, man. We laughing now. Look at the condition of these people. Okay? And it says, especially you other nations, man. You're not doing too good. Moab, every time I see Moab sad. or have got money, but they don't have shit. They don't have a certain spirit. It's like they're just empty. They're alive, but they're dead at the same time. And two-thirds of the people that are on this sign, they come in that same mindset. Okay, and it reads, "For through the voice of the Lord shall the Assyrian be beaten down, which smote with a rod. And in every place where the grounded staff shall pass, which the Lord shall lay upon him, it shall be with tabrets and harps, and in battles of shaking will he fight with it." Yeah, so it's going to be shaking, man. It's going to be cracking out here. And what's going to be cracking? Missiles, angels, skulls, bones, ligaments. You know? Like the elder said, it's going to be blood, guts, and ass out here, man. That's very vulgar. But it is. You're going to see a bottom half of a person and no top half. You're not going to know who it is. You're going to see missing arms in the street. Just a hand. Just a blown off hand in the street. Man, you're going to see that. That's the time that we're coming up into. It says, in battles of shaking will you fight with it. Fight with it, man, this system. And who has propped this system up? You so-called white people. So guess who you're going to be fighting? You so-called white people, you other nations. And you can't forget that he's going to be fighting two-thirds of Israel. Because within the Space Force, Air Force, Army, Marines, you got a lot of Jake. So the Lord is going to be fighting against his own people, man. So let's get the definition for battle. All right, the word battle reads, it says, battle, a general military engagement. Also an extended contest or controversy. Wait a minute. So they're going to contest the Lord's rulership. They're saying, okay, we want to stay in power. All right, and what is Yahweh Shem Yahshai saying? I've always been in power, give me my throne. And guess who's going to win? The Most High Son, man. All right, it says, let me read that again. An extended contest or controversy. So this is very controversial. You making a big ass scene. Here it is. You think that we showing our ass for reading the Bible in public, and you creating all these you creating laws, legislation. You doing all these things, yet we in the wrong, man. The time is up for you damn devils, man. We in the time of the Lord's return coming soon. Okay, and it reads, etymology, Middle English, battle, from Old French, battle, fortifying tower. Yeah, man. So this tower is gonna be fortified, man. This tower is fortified. It's locked. The tower is already here. Okay. It says battalion, from Latin battalia, combat. Alternative of batulia, fencing exercises. From Latin, battery, to beat. Yeah, man. So your ass gonna be getting beat out here. You're not gonna be able to take on the angels. You don't even waste your damn time, man. Okay? Don't even waste your time trying to come up against us. Yet that's something that you're gonna do. Because we are solidified. We confide in the Heavenly Father. That's where our confidence comes from. Okay, and it says, oh, and that's the spirit, because in verse 31 it says, for through the voice of the Lord shall the Assyrian be beaten down. Yeah, through battle. First is through words, then it's going to get physical. It says, for Tophet is ordained of old. Yeah, for the king it is prepared. He hath made it deep and large. The pile thereof is fire and much wood. And so the people here are stubble. You just fire. You are sloppy. You are fuel for the fire. The Lord is gonna come. Hey man, like I continue to say, through the Spirit, a lot of those missiles that are gonna be shot off, the Lord is gonna instantly multiply them. One missile might get shot off. It gets turned into 100 missiles. You know what I mean? As you know, because hundreds of thousands are going to turn into millions of missiles, man. And you're not going to be able to see shit. It's just going to be bombardment, boom, 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 back to back. You know, as you stand upon your feet. your flesh is going to be consumed, man. And that's something we would love to see that from an aerial view. That's something that we would love to see. So let's go to 2nd Esdras. Chapter 9, verse 1. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and verse 1. It reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand. So that's part of prophecy. Well, that is prophecy. Things coming to pass, right? To prophesy means to say before. So prophecy is things that are said before and that are coming to pass, man. All right, let's get the definition for prophecy. All right, so this is the definition for prophecy. It reads, an inspired utterance of a prophet, a prediction. So we go. We predict that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through his son is going to come back and destroy America and uplift the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, that's what it's mainly about, man. And he's going to also destroy 2/3 of Israel and you other nations. So it reads, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's the return of our Lord. So first it has to come with destruction. You're not going to have the building up of the kingdom of heaven without people dying. That's collateral damage, man. Okay? In order to make an omelet, you got to break a couple of eggs. Okay? And the eggs are going to be 2/3 of Israel. All right? You other nations. And you damn devils, you so-called white people. Okay, and it says, and you cannot like the fact that we say the so-called white man is the devil. It don't matter, man. It's true. These are facts, man. All right? And it reads, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and don't we got that? Don't we have earthquakes everywhere? Don't we have people in an uproar? It's very obvious the time that we in. We are in the time of this whole place being fucking destroyed, man. And in an instant, all right. That's why it says that we'll be given the new bodies in a twinkling of an eye, man. Just like how you blink, it's gonna be instant, you know. Just like the destruction. See, the destruction is gonna be prolonged, but the actual physical destruction of this entire place is gonna be in an instant. You know, because what is 1 hour? You know, it says in the scriptures, for in 1 hour our riches are come to naught, man. Okay? Slock, bear with me. Trying to find that. Remember exactly where it is. I'm just gonna try to look just a little bit more. If I can't find it, then it just isn't supposed to come out. day trying to look through, but I'm just going to get back to my original point. You know, hey man, the Spirit may allow it to come out later on. You know, you may remember, you may come across it. You know, you can't rush. You know, the Spirit is going to move how it wants to move, man. All right, so it reads here. It says, oh, okay, so took me a little while to find it, man. It was right here. It says, it's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of things, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So from the beginning there was a spirit of prophecy, right? Yahweh Shai comes in the spirit of prophecy. You know, he is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? Like when you were a kid, you know, hey, my parent is coming to pick me up. My pops is coming to pick me up. My mom is coming to pick me up. My uncle's coming to pick me up. You're being delivered, right? So ultimately, the prophecy is being delivered, man. Prophecy, the Lord is taking his prophecy. He's taking it from its moment in time, and he's bringing it to us. Right? In the 20s, the 30s, right? This was something that wasn't talked about, nuclear weapons and certain things. But as time went on, now these scriptures speak, because we're in the times in which we understand nuclear warfare in the scriptures. You know? There were certain men that didn't understand that. Now, of course, visions were given to the men of the Lord, like Isaiah, like Amos, like Obadiah, like John, you know? And they were given the eyes to see and the ears to hear. That's why we out here. We can see it. We can see the destruction of this place slowly but surely. We can see this place going back into a lockdown. We can see forced vaccinations. We can see all of that, man. So we in that time. We in the time of, okay, we can see it. That's why it says at the beginning of this chapter, measure thou the time diligently. Okay? All right, let's get the definition for diligent. Let me put my finger at the point that I was at. All right, so this is the definition for diligent. Okay, it reads, characterized by steady, earnest, and energetic effort. Painstaking. Yeah, man. It's painstaking. Okay? And it's steady. It's earnest. See, and that's how you know, man, especially you northern tribe, man, a lot of y'all are named Ernest. Ernie, you know? Diligent, man. You know, and even though most of Jake is diligent in wickedness, that, you know, a lot of Jake has a very kind spirit on them. And it's very rare you come across people like that, but every once in a while you'll be like, oh, okay, Jake cool, you know. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So this is being made manifest. The end is being made manifest. All right. This is the Lord's manifesto. You know how you got people writing angry manifesto letters? This is the Lord's angry manifesto letter, man. And he used men of Yahweh Shai to publish it, you know, as journalists. Okay? And it reads, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works. and endings and effects and signs. So the wonders and the powerful works, not only was our Lord coming on the scene, but men receiving this word and receiving this truth, man. Alright? They're receiving it just in time. Okay, it says the endings and effects and signs, man. So, hey, man, so something that affects you, something that it's a result of something that happens, man. That's an effect. If I take an egg and I throw it up into the air, it's an inevitability that it's going to fall to the ground and break, man. So the 50s, the 60s for the so-called white man was that egg going up and up. Then in the late 60s, early 70s, about the same time that the men came on the scene, that was the time in which that egg was suspended in the air. And now we're at the time of this egg dropping. We're about 2 inches off of the ground until it just splats all over the place, man. But when you bounce a ball, at one point it has to be stationary in the air. You learned that in science class, man. All right, so you devils told us about that. We're using a lot of the shit that you teach about to cut you. Because a lot of what you say is false, but you sprinkle in some truth in there every once in a while. All right, that's just to keep the people interested. Okay, just like you other camps, man. You wanna keep people interested by saying wacky far out shit, and then add a little tidbit to the truth. Once again, like it says in the scriptures, a little bit of leaven leaveneth the whole lump, man. So you don't want to do that. All right, and it reads. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye believed shall be preserved from the said perils. We are in perilous times. The scriptures say that. We're in the times of perils, destruction, death, mourning. All right, let's get the definition for perils. All right, peril, danger, also a source of danger, risk. So you're in a risky situation, Esau. You fucking done. You're toast. All right? Well, hey, along with 2/3 of Israel, you taking a risk. Coming up against Yahweh Shemel Shah, you taking a big ass risk. And that's a risk that we not willing to take, man. You know? Like when somebody says, I'm feeling risky. Nobody does something good when they say they're going to do something risky or they're feeling risky, man. You're usually doing some shit you're not supposed to be doing. Alright, you laying down with a woman who already has a man, you're taking a risk. You're going to another man's house, getting butt ass naked. There is a high risk of you getting killed. He gonna come home, he gonna beat your ass to death. Either that or he gonna shoot you, choke you out. I mean, how you think you're gonna escape